What for? I may never wake again. At any point,
This eve I will pour my favorite drink. It is called a lot.
Easy,
What? I am not as thick as you drunk I am.
How are you and these folk getting on, lady?
Better now that I see there is an Aesir among us. You'll free us from the clutches of that red witch, won't you?
Who do you mean?
Asa, daughter of Surtr. She has taken our people. Please, Allfather, you must help us. Enlist all of Asgard if need be. Please.
What else can you tell me about this Asa?
Only that so long as she is out there, we will remain down here. Help us. Speak to Bramir. If he is still able to string a sentence together, that drunkard.
Do not draw their eyes in.
Where is my drink?
Do we always
Which
get
one?
turned into food?
If there's anything to learn from these dwarves, it will take great patience on my part.
Look around. There's got to be a tank that we can tongue a few drops out of.
Don't let me interrupt you.
Lord, am I pissed or does the Allfather stand before me?
Both? This is good. The Wise One will surely help solve our problem.
Let us help one another. What exactly is the source of your grief here?
Rhymes! Rhythm! Oh, we could use your poet's heart.
My what?
Your words! Your gusto! We, the greatest of the sons of Ivaldi, are in need of a fitting end to the song of... Will our end?
I am here to understand how you might help me strike back at Surtr.
Strike back? Nonsense! Besides, it is not only he we must contend with, but his kin. His daughter, Asa, stirs above, snatches up our people, works them to death.
An unwinnable war? All that's left to do is eat, drink, shag, and seal our legacies.
Exactly!
But as is clear as day, we have drunk ourselves to hell, and no rhyme sticks the way it should.
So, it must be you who completes the song of our saga, mine and Lom's.
I will hammer the end of your saga with the strength of Mjolnir.
Yes! What spirit!
We are to be remembered and revered by all.
Yes! With Havi among us, we must adjust the final verse. Listen closely. To the depths of Svartálfaheimr, great Havi came, met with dwarves he knew not by name.
Led by their wallowing, their pitiful groans, I could see they had beggars, but found no stones.
Not quite what I was thinking. Let's try.
You call yourselves the sons of Ivaldi. Why? To shit on his name?
Bramir, I don't think he means to lend his words to our song.
Go away, Lom. Your words carve a deep wound, but they are true enough. Each day we see our numbers dwindle. Friends go out, but do not return. Choice to forget is alluring.
Surtr has stolen my son, and I do not have the luxury of forgetting. You said Surtr has a daughter.
Yes. Clever, cunning. Commands an elite swath of warriors. She oversees Surtr's operations here.
Where may I find her?
There is a smeltery up the road. The dwarves there may know.
I'll go there, see what your people know. With luck, I can trap Asa, trade her life for my son's. Thank you, Bramir. Now tend to your people as a true son of Ivaldi should. They need you.
I will.
So when I suggest you rest, because if you don't, then neither do I.
Well said, my lord.
Drink.
Well said.
Dance, drink.
This marks the end.
Drink.
Well,
Like
we
it.
at least go out with our bellies as full as our spirits.
Death may have to...
This is quite a feast for so desperate a time.
Bountiful food, bountiful ale, bountiful women. Would you be anywhere else?
You make a strong argument. Excuse me.
Death may have to carry us into the next round.
Hello there.
Well. Looks as though we have a guest of honor come to join us in our final moment of respite, High One.
Is that the sorry sight I see before me?
Ah, piss off with that high and mighty aura. You will not dampen our mood.
Of that I'm sure.
Death may have to carry us into the next round.
Oh, that's terrible.
But
A
I
hovel
heard
full of
that.
waiting dwarves. The burden alone may prove true.
Good to see you somewhere safer.
Hi, One. Good to see you again. Here, something to show my appreciation for saving my life.
This is unnecessary, but thank you.
A hovel full of waiting dwarves.
Nice change of scenery. Fewer arrows.
Hi, One! You found your way to our little slice of paradise. Come. I have something for you. For saving my life.
Yes, a fine way to ignore the world outside, eh? Thank you. I can put this to good use. Quite the celebration here, huh?
Greetings, High One. Managed to get past the revelers, eh? Well, let them have their fun. Here, a small gift for saving my life.
Thank you. I can make good use of this.
Then I think I shall partake in a celebratory... whatever it is they do here. Good luck to you, High One.
A hovel full of waiting.
A little less chilly in here, huh?
I was hoping you'd stop by. Now I can actually string together a sentence without my teeth chattering. Thank you. I would have frozen to death were it not for you. Here. Far from a grand gesture, but it's the only token of thanks I can spare.
I know that it will be used well. Thank you. That stink. Smells worse than Ivaldi's forge back in Asgard. Let's see what these dwarves can tell me about Asa. I would have a word with you.
And Asir? You should not be here.
I'll only take a moment.
Please go. I do not want trouble with the guards. They allow me to speak only when reporting to them, and them alone.
I don't want any trouble.
I should disguise myself as a Muspel. I'm looking for the one they call Asa. Does the name mean anything to you?
Do not
It means I should not be talking to you, nor should any of the others. Now go before you land us both in hot water. Hot magma, more like.
What are you doing here?
Can you spare a moment?
Piss off, One Eye.
Friendly.
Leave.
No!
You shouldn't be here.
You toil as if tomorrow will never come. Is Is this the pace Asa demands?
It keeps her pesky rodents off my back. Keeps me fed. Well, barely. At this rate, I could eat a troll.
I imagine the hunger pangs hit quite frequently here. May I offer you something to eat?
It would surely help keep this toiler going.
I have something that will sate your belly and hopefully rouse your spirits.
How can I repay such a kindness?
Asa is a common enemy of ours, and I'm looking for her.
Common enemy is right. If I had it my way, I would bash her pretty face into scalding goo. Sadly, she has not returned for me to try my hand. And I do not know where she has gone.
Is there anything you can tell me?
I get the growing sense you mean to confront her.
Forcefully.
Then do have caution. Asa can use magma to treat her wounds. Quite quickly, I might add. She always has a silky fresh layer on her skin.
I'll have to remember that.
If you see Asa, you will give her my friendly regards, won't you? Please.
No! No! What is... What? Ah!
You and I should talk.
High One. Is that really you? What are you doing here?
I've come looking for Surtr's daughter. The one they call Asa. I hear she frequents this place.
She makes her rounds. Comes to see that we are working as best we can.
What is all this work for?
Who knows? She brings us the ores, we extract the metals. They go to Surtr for whatever it is he so desires.
And what is she like, this Asa?
Get on her bad side and she'll bark her threats. But so long as you keep on the straight and narrow, she is, tolerable. Ensures you are well fed and healed of your wounds. Sets the bar high for a Muspel.
Where might I find her now?
I do not know, but you can try your luck around the kiln.
Asa appears soft of heart. For a Muspel.
Bad. This is very, very...
Are you all right?
Move away! I need to fix this, or I'll lose the whole batch, along with my head! This is bad. This is very, very bad. Ymir's beard! It works! It works!
Why are you here?
As good as new.
You have done me a great service! I could kiss you!
I'd prefer you use your lips to tell me where I may find Asa.
Asa? What business does an Asir have with a Muspel princess?
I have a quarrel with Surtr. His daughter will help me rectify it.
And how do you plan on that? Asa may come off as a young cub, but she does have a dark side.
As do I. Can you tell me where to find her or not?
Not exactly. The resources we receive come from a Milna, but I haven't got a clue which. Our blacksmith, Glamnik. Asa took some of his workers with her. He may know more, but have caution. Last I heard, the guards are making an example out of him.
Please go.
Don't hang around here.
Go away! We've enough misery here!
Do not react. It's I, the Asir.
What? That is quite the disguise. If Loki is giving lessons, tell him we could use his expertise.
I have him locked away in a dungeon cell for roughly the next 1,000 years.
So then, what brings you? You have not come to lend your hand in the muck.
I'm looking for Asa. Can you help me with that?
Surtr's daughter. Haven't seen her for some time now. She's got her minions keeping a watchful eye on us, though. What I can say is that wherever she goes, she makes it a point to forge large magma pools. Seen her do it here. Walks around in them. I hear she can even move through them.
Something to look forward to.
Crafty she is. If you see any liquid fire pits, it may be proof she is nearby.
I will keep an eye out.
Any longer and we may have to scoop you out with us. I would hate to have to do that. He looks as though he can handle it.
What are you doing?
Getting you out of here. Now keep quiet.
Quiet! My arse is on fire! Wait, you can walk over magma? We are in the clear, I think. Put me down!
Are you okay?
I owe you my life. Those muspels were prepared to let me bake to death.
You are in no debt to me. Though, as it turns out, I have need of your help.
Eh? What can I help you with?
Putting a stop to this invasion.
I am listening.
I know Asa oversees your work, and I need to find her. What do you know of her whereabouts?
Nothing more than which way I saw her leave. It was east. Though, interestingly, she took a bunch of my people with her. Diggers. Maybe she is scouring another site.
That is helpful. Farewell, and keep safe. Your other task has stolen Asa's attention as of late. If she's distracted, that will make capturing her all the more simple. Everything a Muspel princess could ever want. What is this?
Are you lost, Esir?
That depends. I'm looking for someone. I was told I might find her here. Maybe you know her. Muspel, around your age. Goes by Asa. Father's, how shall I put this? A vainglorious fool who thinks himself a god.
Never heard of her.
Then you will not mind if I stay a while. Dip my toes in one of these soothing fire baths.
I have a better idea.
Oh,
Turn around. Go back from where you came. And please, do mind your step.
that is no way to welcome a curious outsider. Care to put that away?
Why? Afraid I know how to use it?
I'm sure you can use it. Passably well. But then I would have to kill you.
Don't worry. You won't.
Eat by, Asa. There's an easy way out of this.
Now where is the fun in that?
Gives her the same gift as her father. Let's keep the baubles out of it, shall we?
Oh no. The godly gloating. Smite me, I cannot bear it.
If I were you, I would save the tongue wit for a more appropriate time. I saw no such trinket on Surtr. Yet he too has a problem with dying.
So that was you and Eitri. What squabble had you trading blows with my father?
He has taken my son. And now I will give your father a taste of what he has wrought. Move, so that I may trade his child for mine.
You clearly do not know my father. Your son, Baldr, I assume. He has something my father needs. And if that is so, Papa would sooner see me dead than give in to your demands. If you want your son back, you will need something far more precious than me to barter with. Me, his own daughter? I simply will not do.
Then there's no longer any need for you to draw breath.
Asa! We found it! We found...
Oh! Found what? What have you found?
Asa would not want me to say.
Asa's no longer here. I am. Havi of Asgard, Lord of Frenzy. And you are in full control of my temper.
A mural. Asa believes it may help her gain entry to an ancient vault. It is in a cavern. That way!
So long as Surtr lives, my son will be his prisoner. But how does one kill that which cannot be killed? If death is not his weakness, then I must find something that is. The mural Asa was searching for should be somewhere in this cabin. She believes there's something interesting here. We need to see what it is. Loki right now. He always had a nose for fresh hunts.
Great flame!
Symbols, a few of which may allude to peaks or mountains. You! Can you read this to me?
Me? I can try. Elven runes are not something I can decipher with ease.
You will fare better than I, and that will have to do. Any mention of an ancient vault, a door, secret entrance, maybe?
No, but I can make out this. See? 2 great mountains to the north, the sun and moon above.
That's it?
Regrets, Asir. We are simple diggers, not experts of things writ long ago.
Not to worry. You've been a great help. Between 2 great mountains to the north. I should search there. This must be the place. Strange place. Reeks of death. I wonder what secrets I will uncover here. Drag marks. And blood was shed. But only a small amount. Were the victims still alive? Only moose bells leave ashen footprints like these. One set larger than the rest. Sigrun and Halstein. Whoever did this, I will see that there is a price to pay. The wounds in their chests, identical and cauterized. I've seen nothing like it. It's unnatural. Whoever was here made it a point to occupy this space. More elven symbols. Whatever was in this wall sat undisturbed for many ages. Until now, Asa sought to enter this vault and unlock its secrets. But before she could do so, someone beat her to it. That being led a group of muspels here. Sigrun and Holstein were likely prisoners among them. Injured, but very much alive. The dwarves were taken to the center of this chamber, where it appears that some sort of ritual was prepared. The orchestrator came for the ancient elven object built into the wall. Possibly even used it in the ritual. Is that what led to the dwarves' deaths? The muspels then left, taking the object with them. But the purpose of this ritual of theirs remains a mystery to me. That sigil. I think I glimpsed it before in Aetri while I searched for Baldr. Perhaps we'll find some answers there. A part of one. Like the partial key I found fit here. Spread your wings, Sunan.
What's going on?
ritual at the vault was once here. Writings on the ritual. They are performed at night. There's emphasis on something called a salakar. My Elven is rusty. Vessel of souls, I think. Is this the object from the vault? The culprit searches for a Jotun and a Muspel subject to complete their work. Muspels killing Muspels. Deciphering Elven runes. Something about the binding of only the most powerful Hugas. A letter from Sinmara. There's much secrecy about the culprit's affairs. Only she and Surtr are aware. Vault is marked here, along with a second location. Another ritual site, perhaps. You're light on your feet, Asa. Following me now?
You've become quite useful, Aesir. My gratitude for opening the vault. Now tell me, what happened there?
I'm following the stink as it rises. As are you. Care to tell me why that is?
Days ago, Sinmara ordered my best warriors to the vault without bothering to inform me. I've not heard from them since.
Well, you're casting your suspicions at the right people. Whose quarters are these?
His name is Kaldr, an adept in magic. Or Seidr, as you Asgardians sometimes call it. This place is where he practices it.
Whatever he's doing, it is not Seidr. At least not as I know it. He is using something called a salakar. It's part of a deadly ritual. And from what this room tells me, the dead will continue to pile up. Dwarves, Jotnar, Muspels.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You wouldn't. Your stepmother despises and distrusts you. Your father only the latter of those, for now. But in time, thanks to her venomous whispers, he may come to hate you as much as she does.
This is a lie. All of it. Your twisted attempt to pit me against them.
Sift through the mesh yourself. No other truth lies within.
Where are you going?
After the salakar. Whatever it is, your father needs it. It may be the only leverage I have to get my son back. Calder marked a place on the map surrounded by waters just northeast. If he's planning another ritual there, I may be able to understand what value this salakar holds. Calder may be nearby. This roof should give me a clear view.
Baldr, with your permission, we will now return to Asa.
Soon. I have need for you still.
Asa's warriors. Where do they fit into all this?
You are one of our captains, yes?
A duty I share with 2 others here.
I thought I saw something in you. Stout, resolute. Step over here.
Sigrun and Halstein were 2 of the most revered sons of Ivaldi. If such prestige is a requirement for these rituals, then Calder is surely luring that Muspel to his death. I wonder if there's a way I can observe the ritual up close. I need to approach Calder without him taking notice. Perhaps the best way is with deception.
Together, we will enact Surtr's will. Who among you will hold?
No! Mind the Salakar!
Let me kill him!
Kill them!
Calder fled northwest, with Asa snapping at his heels. He can't have made it far. Asa chased after Calder like a rabid hound. He's no helpless rabbit. What signs might I find of this pursuit? These fools dared stand in her path. Several wounds. This one put up a fight. Briefly, I suspect. How hard was he knocked into this rock? Most likely dead upon impact. No other bodies on this warpath. He was the last to die. Asa caught up to Calder. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. But Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the dead reveals a direction. Calder's too. And most importantly, the Salakars. They are headed west. So I need to find Calder before Asa does. In her bloodlust, the Salakar is not safe. Looks like these 2 brought all the fires of Muspelheim with them. And Freya wonders why I have always refused to take her on a tour of that scorched dunghill. Asa and Calder fought here. Blood was spilt. Two sets of footprints. One is stretched, like someone fled. The other closer together, uneven and lined with blood. They were hobbling, perhaps. Asa and Calder fought here. He gained the advantage. Foolish girl. Asa, your rage makes you vulnerable. She's hurt, but not enough to stop her. Looks like she followed Calder up that hill. The guards here are vigilant.
I'll split you!
So did Asa or Calder. Only these curious Jotun buffoons who stand in my way. They should run, but they won't. There was a cart here, and drag marks leading to it. These, or similar, were used to restrain someone. The dead stag up. For these misspells, Ragnarök came early. Asa's spear, abandoned. Did Calder and his minions finally best her? Asa chased Calder into this camp, leaking her lifeblood, blinded by rage and utterly reckless. Looks to have cost her too. She came crashing in, mauling whatever half-wit stood between her and Calder. But those half-wits fought back in numbers. Injured and disarmed, she was overpowered and restrained. Calder then had her tossed onto a cart like a sack of turnips. Looks like they fled up that path. What is it Calder plans to do with the little princess now that she is his prisoner? Surely not. These tracks lead west. I must find Calder and the Salakar. For Baldr's sake. Perhaps Baldr would not approve of my methods. Of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Asa, they're young. Pure of heart, but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. In the meantime, they must rely on me to ensure they live long enough to achieve that wisdom. And so, I do not have the luxury of being faultless. They made a turn here toward the river. Asa!
Is that you again, mad one? Come to tempt fate, I see.
I do not die this day. Can you say the same?
Yes. You've proven once already how you like to strut around, unencumbered by fear. Perhaps the Salakar did not give you an adequate taste of it.
Enough of this blithering. Hand over what is now mine, or shall I just take it?
To know fear, we must be subjected to it. When I am through with you, I will take Asa's willful hugr. Soon after, the Salakar will be complete. Then, believe me, you will know fear and pain. Just like your son. Such a desperate, weak man. I wish only Asir could see you now. Is that your best? Come now, Harvey. Even your boy put up more of a fight. Weak. Oh, faith. What happened, old father? Too much of that pretentious Asgardian air.
Why is Surtr collecting hookahs? What does he mean to do with the Salakar? Tell me!
Why do you aim to finish my work?
Ask yourself how much you care to suffer in these final moments.
Do your worst.
You are wasting your breath. He will not tell you. And he won't have to. His secrets are known to me now. You want them? Move aside. Move aside, or I will destroy it.
Traitor!
Traitor? It is you who are slaughtering your own kind.
What I do for Surtr!
Such devotion requires a strong hugr. All these Muspel sacrifices, you needed only look inward. Was he right? About you wanting to complete the Salakar?
Surtr will not trade my son for something he cannot use.
So you will see it through? To what end? How many lives would you take?
For Baldr, I would drain all 9 realms. Even Asgard.
The words of a dreadful king. And a selfless father. It is the one thing that separates you from my own. You wish to reunite with your son. I wish to see my father's plans lie in ruin. No matter the price. Can you see both through?
I can. But I will need your help. The Salakar still requires the hugr of a suitable Jotun. Coulter never found one. I must get hunting.
Do as you will. In the meantime, I'll join my stepmother, wherever she may be. I will try to learn how the Salakar fits into my father's plans. Under the guise of a contrite stepdaughter, of course. Keep it. I will need a way to find you when it is time to confront my father.
You and this bauble share a bond. I set out to use you to my advantage. It ends with me in your debt.
If it were not for you, I would have never known what my father was capable of. He used our people. Turned them on each other. For his gain. I cannot forgive him. And to that end, I am your ally.
In Asgard, an ally is a friend.
Let us not get carried away.
I wonder which of these dwarves can help me find a suitable Jotun. Perhaps if I listen to their chatter, some fount of wisdom will reveal itself.
They must be here! Do not draw their eyes here!
Please, you'll get us in trouble.
Come to humiliate us some more?
Help me, and I'll compose you a saga so exalted it will endure Ragnarok itself. But first, I need a name and a place.
For what?
For whom? The mightiest Jotun in all of Svartálfaheimr.
We know the one. Right hand of Suttungr. Malvigr.
Here because of us.
She is worthwhile.
Gave your son Vidar quite the beating once, didn't she?
One day Vidar will make me proud. But why would Malvigr care about you two?
Bramir and Lom aren't our real names. Allow me to introduce Fjalar and Galar. The ones who killed Suttungr's father.
I heard something about him trying to outdrink a couple of dwarves. And after, befuddled, tripping and breaking his neck.
Suttungr wasn't happy. Held us responsible. But luckily we'd acquired some mead. Some special mead. And well, Suttungr is partial to a bit of mead. We bartered it in exchange for our lives. Except afterwards, some thieving twat went and stole it.
Loki, most likely. It's always Loki.
Whoever it was, Suttungr didn't catch them. So he decided to take it out on us instead. Sent Malvigr to hunt us down. Been incognito ever since. Can't trust this lot not to sell us out.
Still, she hasn't found us yet.
She will. Malvigr's dangerous prey, even for you. But we can help balance the scales. At our old house, north of here, sunk in a lake. Inside, upstairs on a table, you'll find a cup of great potency.
Cup?
You know, the cup.
Oh yes, the cup.
Has the power to do wonderful stuff. For instance...
So, I bring you the cup, and then...
we show you how to use it against Malvigr.
It's a deal. This is the place. The old home of Brahma and Lom. Or whatever they're called. I should find a way inside. Looks like I'll be getting my toes wet. This wondrous cup of theirs should be on the table over there. Nothing. Perhaps someone has already been here and stolen it. Assuming there was a cup in the first place.
I'll finish you. Hi, one.
And I will not trouble you again. It's best to leave one of your enemies alive, so they can tell of your greatness.
Everyone knows of my greatness.
Perhaps there are one or two who have not yet heard?
Just tell me where Malvigr is.
What's in it for me?
I do not know, but I will tell you this. The longer you make me wait, the worse it will be.
Malvigr is at the dam to the west. And now? Will you spare me?
Until next we meet.
There will be no next. You can be sure of that.
These rugged views. That remind me of when I once roved the land with Frigg. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I. And the trouble and danger even more. And then came the war with the Vanir. Taking Freya as my bride. It helped end that strife, but it ended many other things too. What trickery is this? There is the dam. This tempest. It is unnatural. What see you, old friend? So, the traitors have been betrayed.
They had hoped that by serving you up, I would show them mercy. Clearly a misapprehension on their part.
Yet here I am, served up.
If I were here for you, High One, I would have brought an army. No. Suttungr will have his vengeance. But not here. I know why you have come.
I have a bone to pick with you. After what you did to my son, Vidar, I must...
Vidar put up an honorable fight.
That is not what I heard.
Do not believe the stories.
Upon his return, too weak to stand, he squirmed like a worm caught in the sun.
You should have seen me. My acolytes had to carry me home on their backs. No. Your boy fought well.
Is that why you spared his life?
It is. But you aren't here to avenge Vidar's honor. You have come to steal my Hugr. And I intend to stop you.
How do you know this?
Aesir, Jotun. You and Loki are both mad. And Hirokin is just as bad. And Thor is so stupid he might as well be mad. You spread chaos wherever you go. Yet, you are all known quantities to us. Surtr is not. He rarely emerges from Muspelheim, and when he does, he shares little with us. Thus, while here, I have sent my spies to learn what he plans. Beyond wiping out the dwarves like he did the elves of Alfheim.
What do you know of his plans?
I know that he found a powerful elven relic, and that his minion, Baldr, was tasked with finding the Hugrs necessary to sustain it. That Baldr is now trapped within said relic, and that you would have me join him.
I must trade the Salakar for my son.
You. The one who almost killed Suttungr for his meat. Will hand over a legendary relic, take your son and leave. Just like that. Put your mania aside, Havi. Work with me. Together we will foil Surtr's ambitions.
I cannot take the risk. With each breath, Baldr is a step closer to death.
I was a parent once. But we must look beyond ourselves. For the good of all.
We have spoken long enough.
So be it.
Won't take long!
It's just a fate worse than jealousy. Or die trying. Even little hits take us home. Nicely done! Impressive footwork! I am not above a little help.
You are the greater warrior. But this is not the right result. Do what you came here to do.
Get on with it, blind one! End my misery!
Oh, Ymir. True, O Father. My body comes to you. Sent by the same impostor who claimed your own. As for my Hugr, do not weep for me. I do not deserve this.
No, you do not. Malvigar was right. I must find out more about the Salakar. Perhaps Hirarkin. I've seen nothing of her since my arrival in Svartálfaheimr. That leaves Ivaldi. I must seek him out. Where was it? The old workshop ruins in Vangrin? Yes, that is the place.